Captain Nina wasn't just any ordinary cat. Oh no, she was the youngest, bravest captain in the entire Milky Whisker fleet. Picture this: fiery ginger fur, a little silver space jacket that was just a tad too big, and a tail that flicked with pure, unfiltered confidence. Nina stood proudly on the bridge of her starship, the magnificent Whisker Light, gazing out at the vast, swirling cosmos. By her side, her best friend Zog floated gently. Zog was a round, purple cat with huge golden eyes and a brain that was practically bursting with brilliant ideas. Now Zog wasn't a fighter, not really, but he could fix anything. Broken engines? No problem. Broken plans? Even easier. Suddenly Zog's voice, calm as ever, broke the quiet hum of the ship. He tapped a paw on the control panel. "Captain," he said, "I've got news. The Galaxy Trouble War. It's just reached planet Mutera." Nina's ears flattened against her head. The Trouble War. It was spreading like a shadow across the galaxy, caused by the cold, metallic creatures known as the Shadow Drones. They were infamous for one thing: stealing light and joy. Wherever they went, laughter simply vanished, replaced by a silent, gray emptiness. Nina's eyes narrowed with determination. "Then that's where we're going, Zog," she declared, her voice firm. "No galaxy loses its smile on my watch." Without another word, she engaged the hyperdrive. With a bright, spectacular MEO whoosh, the Whisker Light vanished, jumping into hyperspace. A streak of courage headed straight for the darkness. When they arrived, the sight was worse than they had imagined. Planet Mutera was shrouded in an unnatural twilight. Its famous glowing moonflowers, which usually lit up the landscape with a soft, gentle luminescence, were all closed tight. The sky, once a brilliant tapestry of stars, now buzzed with the sinister low hum of countless shadow drones. They swarmed like angry hornets, their metallic bodies blotting out the stars. Nina didn't hesitate for a second. She grabbed her trusty laser yarn launcher, its bright red coil ready for action. "Zog, shields up," she commanded, her voice ringing with authority. Zog's paws flew across the console, a purple blur of motion. "Shields at 90%, Captain," he reported. Then, a slight pause. "Also, I may have accidentally turned on disco mode." Suddenly the entire bridge of the Whisker Light erupted in a dazzling display of colorful flashing lights. Red, blue, green, and yellow beams danced across the walls, the ceiling, and Nina's surprised face. She blinked, momentarily stunned by the strobing chaos. "Zog!" she exclaimed, half annoyed, half amused. "On the bright side," Zog said, pointing a paw towards the main view screen. "The drones look confused," and he was right. The swarm of shadow drones had stopped their menacing advance. They hovered uncertainly, their cold, calculated patterns disrupted by the unexpected party lights. It was the opening they needed. Seizing the opportunity, Nina expertly piloted the Whisker Light straight into the heart of the disoriented drone swarm. She fired her laser yarn launcher, sending out glowing beams of energy that wrapped around the drones, tying them into harmless floating knots of metal and light. But there were just too many. For every drone they neutralized, two more seemed to take its place. The ship began to shake violently as the drones retaliated, their own weapons striking the shields. Alarms blared, a piercing shriek that echoed the growing danger. The beautiful disco lights now seemed frantic, highlighting the peril they were in. The ship shuddered again, more forcefully this time. The shields were failing. Through the cacophony, Zog's voice came through, quiet and serious. "Nina," he said, his usual cheerfulness gone. "We can't win this by fighting." Nina paused, her paw hovering over the firing button. She looked at the endless sea of drones, at the flickering shield display, and then at her friend. She knew he was right. They could fight all day, but they would eventually be overwhelmed. She took a deep breath and nodded. "You're right, Zog. We win by being smarter." With a shared look of understanding, they switched to a new plan, a better plan. Zog's paws danced over the console again, but this time, he wasn't raising shields or firing weapons. He was rerouting the ship's main power. Not to the laser yarn launchers, not to the engines, but to a special device deep in the heart of the Whisker Light, the Harmony Core. The Harmony Core was an ancient and mysterious piece of technology. It wasn't powered by fuel or energy crystals. It was powered by the things the Shadow Drones sought to destroy: kindness, creativity, and courage. It was a long shot, a wild idea, but it was the only one they had left. As the core began to hum with redirected energy, Zog looked at Nina, his big golden eyes wide with a new kind of hope. "What if," he proposed, his voice barely a whisper, "the drones aren't actually evil? What if they're just empty?" A slow smile spread across Nina's face. It was a classic Zog idea, brilliant, unexpected, and full of heart. "Then let's fill the galaxy with light," she responded, her own hope rekindled. Together, they activated the Harmony Core. It didn't explode with energy or fire a powerful beam. Instead, a gentle, warm glow began to emanate from the Whisker Light, spreading outwards in slow, beautiful waves. This light wasn't like a weapon. It was like a song. It carried with it the sound of music, the echo of laughter, the warmth of a hug, and the unbreakable, powerful memories of friendship. It was everything the drones had stolen from the galaxy, concentrated into a single, overwhelming wave of pure joy. As the light washed over the drone swarm, a strange and wonderful thing began to happen. The menacing buzzing stopped. The frantic, aggressive movements ceased. One by one, the cold, metallic shells of the Shadow Drones began to soften and change. Their hard edges dissolved, and their dark forms transformed. They became small, gentle star creatures, each one glowing with a soft, peaceful light of its own. They didn't explode or fall. They simply drifted away, becoming part of the night sky, like new constellations being born. The darkness over Mutera receded. Down on the planet, the moonflowers sensed the change. Timidly at first, and then all at once, their petals unfurled, releasing their gentle, beautiful glow back into the world. The light had returned. As the Whisker Light hovered in the now peaceful sky, a sound rose up from the planet below. It was the sound of cheers, of laughter and celebration. The people of Mutera, free from the grip of the Shadow Drones, were rejoicing. On the bridge, Zog's tail curled into a happy question mark. "You did it, Captain," he said, his voice filled with pride. Nina turned to look at her best friend, the round purple cat who had accidentally turned on disco mode and saved the day with an idea. She grinned, a wide, triumphant grin. "No, Zog," she corrected him gently. "We did it." As they set a course back into the starry expanse, Nina sat down at her captain's station. She opened her official log and began to make a new entry, her voice clear and steady as she recorded the day's events. "In the Galaxy Trouble War," she recorded, "the strongest weapon isn't fear or firepower, it's friendship, it's courage. And, sometimes, it's a brilliant purple cat who accidentally turns on disco mode at the perfect moment." That night, as the Whisker Light sailed through the cosmos, the stars seemed to twinkle just a little bit brighter. The galaxy was safe for now. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure with Captain Nina and Zog. If you loved their story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tales from the Milky Whisker Fleet. We can't wait to see you on our next journey through the stars. Bye for now.